good to see you. Today I'm going to do a little mini class on depression and yoga poses for depression. So I know it's not something that we just snap out of, and it's a deep feeling. So I want to go within our bodies and do just a slow, relaxing yet invigorating practice. The first pose is easy seated position. So for me, I have tight hips and my knees come a little higher. So I'm sitting on a towel to try to drop the knees down. We don't want them too high. I also like to take one foot and put it in the little crack of the knee. That helps bring them down also. You can sit on a little bit higher of a stool if that helps you. It's an easy pose, but it's slightly difficult because we're going to slow down and come inside our bodies. Turn your palms up. Good. Let's not do anything right now to adjust this pose. Just center and find yourself coming into your own body. If you feel like you're leaning forward, maybe come center so that you're sitting above your spine. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down, relaxing a little more into the pose. Just take a few moments to fidget and find that little sweet spot where we can sit quietly, closing your eyes, putting a slight smile on your face. Chin is level with the floor. It's important when we're feeling depressed to acknowledge ourselves, to just acknowledge where we are right now, how we feel, how we got here. And it's okay to just be who you are in the moment. We don't have anything to prove. We don't have to do anything, just be. Try to become comfortable in our own skin. Tuck the pelvis under slightly, like a dog tucking in its tail, and then sit taller on the inhale. Just inhale and make your spine a little taller. On the exhale, relax your body. Allowing the inside of your body to be more important right now than the outside of the body. Bringing more importance on the internal world and less importance on the outer environmental factors. It's okay to recognize what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and how your body feels. Let's go ahead and switch legs. So whatever leg is on top, we're just gonna switch. Or whatever leg is in front, we're just gonna switch. Good, how are you doing? Close your eyes, come back within. Honoring yourself, noticing yourself, nourishing yourself now with your breath in and out. That's it. I want you to recognize that you are not broken. You are not a burden. You are a whole being who has power of the mind, power of emotions. Your body is powerful. We're going to be taking more responsibility for ourselves in our our spirit, our mind, our emotions, our body, in the food that we eat, in the activities that we do or choose not to do. We're taking back some of our own power just by sitting and being true to ourselves, being authentic in the moment, just by being here. Just by being here, we can make a difference and impact on our community. Good. Relax a little deeper. Just no worries in the present moment. Nothing you need to do, think, say, or feel. Nothing specific, or just whatever comes to you. Great. We're going to move into our next yoga pose, bridge pose. And I'd like you to think of a bridge as being your body. We're going to turn our body into a bridge from physical to heart, heart to mind, mind to spirit, and soul, and to each other. One of the best things we can do when we're feeling depressed is to serve another, to help another, to reach out. So let's be the bridge and practice bridge pose. We're gonna come out of this pose and we're gonna go into bridge. We're gonna lie on our back, feet on the floor, knees up. And once we get down, we're gonna try to reach for our heels. Touching your heels, your legs are about hip distance apart, so they're not too far apart. We're going to bring them together. Good. Tuck the shoulder blades back and onto the floor. On an inhale, just lift your pelvis and low back and mid back off the mat and hold here. Your chin comes slightly up towards the ceiling versus down into your neck. We're going to hold here. Knees come together slightly. Breathe and relax. Press into your feet. Relax. Good. On your next exhale, let your mid back come down towards the mat, followed by your low back. Let each vertebra come down one at a time. Relax at the bottom. Your exhale, press your feet and hands into the mat. Inhale, tuck your tail under and rise up through the low back and mid back into bridge pose. Make sure your chin is neutral, not to the ceiling and not to the chest. Knees draw closer together. We'll hold here for a few breaths. Relax your forehead. Letting a little bit of that blood come into the head. It'll help lift the fog of depression, getting some blood flow into the brain. And we're going to go ahead and exhale down through the spine. Good. Rest at the bottom of this pose. Good. We're going to do seated, or actually laying down reclined angle pose. We're gonna put the soles of our feet together and just let our legs come out towards the floor. This is a hip opener. Great, and place your elbows down on the floor, hands up to the ceiling like a little robot. Press against the mat, the elbows, lift the chest, tuck the shoulder blades under, and rest your back onto the floor and lay your hands palms up like a 45-degree angle. Make sure there's a little bit of energy that can come through the armpit area. Take a few breaths here, relaxing completely, feeling safe. This is a very giving and receiving pose. When we're depressed, sometimes we have a hard time giving because we are so depleted and so fatigued. So this pose lets us feel like we're giving. It also helps us feel like we're receiving. And feel how stable and comfortable you are against the earth. Feel how the earth is supporting you. Feel how the air above you is also supporting you. Receiving oxygen and energy through the air, bringing it down the spine and filling the belly. Exhaling the other way. The belly drops down towards the spine. Breathing in and out the nose. Relaxing the shoulders and the jaw. Relax your jaw. It's okay just to be yourself, who you are. Treasure yourself. We are wonderfully made. And when we make mistakes or do something that we're ashamed of, there's always forgiveness. Forgive ourselves. We are free to live. We are free to love. We are free to serve. Take your hands to the outer edge of your thighs. Exhale. Bring your knees back up and feet onto the floor. And just press your knees together. Gonna roll over onto one side or the other and push yourself up. Bring your feet out in front of you. Straight legs. Flex your feet, point your feet. Good. We're gonna bring a nice big inhale into the body. Look forward. On an exhale, just reach for the toes. You don't have to touch them. Here we have nothing to prove. We're just going to exhale and drop our forehead towards our knees for a forward fold. Inhale, reach your head towards your feet. And exhale, relax your head towards your knees. Big breaths. do about 3 more deep breaths, relaxing totally, letting energy go through the spine and the back of the legs. It feels good to fold forward. Relax your jaw, your forehead, your shoulders. Keep your legs strong, flex your feet. On an inhale, we'll walk it up through the spine, rolling up through the spine nice and slow. And bringing the shoulders up to your ears, back and down. Very nice. Let's go on to our bellies. Good. Some of you might not even be able to bend like this. So then I suggest squeezing your legs together and press firmly into the floor. And we're going to rest our head on our stacked hands. This is very good for depression. So relax the upper body and keep the legs strong against the earth. Breathe, allow your belly to press into the earth with the inhale. Don't let the earth stop you from your big breaths. And on an inhale, place your hands underneath your shoulders and push up onto hands and knees. Good. Remember, when we're depressed, we kind of want to stay in bed, close the shades, and just shut the world out. Even though that is the opposite of what we could do to lift ourselves out of the depressed mood. Depression is a mood disorder, and it can affect our mental state of being, which then affects every aspect of our life. Also, we need to pay attention to our spirit. If we are feeling spiritually suppressed and we can't be who we are, then we need to take a look at that. We need to take a look at all the things in our past that brought us into the depression. It's time to resolve those issues. God has a plan for us, and we want to align ourselves with our soul, which is aligned with God's will. Let's do one more forward fold. We'll take our feet wide. It doesn't have to be super wide, just whatever's comfortable for your pelvis. Flex your feet. Kind of push your legs into the floor so we have a strong legs. And sometimes when we're depressed, that's all we can do is just strengthen the legs. That's all we have to do in this pose. Inhaling. And on an exhale, we're just going to hinge down, even if it's just an inch. What, 20 minutes of yoga can really change our day. 10 minutes of yoga, 3 minutes of yoga can change our day. Try to do something to move your body so that the mood can change. Food equals mood. Body movement can change our mood. So I know sometimes it's just really hard to take that first step, or we don't know what to do. But trying something and trying multiple things and trying to find what you enjoy is so important. On an inhale, reach up with your head and spine. And exhale, just hinge down a little further. We'll just take a few breaths like this. Inhaling, pressing into the earth, rising tall. And exhale, slightly hinge. If your body wants to go all the way down to the earth, don't stop yourself from coming into your full pose. If it's too much, honor your body. Don't force and don't feel pain in yoga ever. This is just for you to feel good. And especially with depression, that is so important. Feeling good can break a bad mood. So take like 3 more breaths. When your eyes are closed, you're being more introspective, and when your eyes are being open, it's a more yang, masculine, active pose. So take your choice. Inhale, push up through the hands, hinging back up. Beautiful. We're gonna bring our hands behind us, shake your knees, and just bring your feet together. Good. Squeeze your legs together to counter that pose. Just squeeze the legs together. Sit tall with an inhale and exhale. Good. Easy seated pose again, hands at heart. The love and light inside of me recognizes and honors the love and light inside of you. Namaste.